This is what's killing your finances. I'm sharing 3 tips with you today. The first tip is the best and the easiest. Tip 2 is little known and less talked about. And the third is the obvious and the hardest. Let's dive into the conversation. So you're 40 years old and you're wondering why your finances aren't where they want to be. I got 3 tips that can help you with that, but let's talk about it. First one is you may be caring for an aging parent. Your finances are torn between taking care of you and your household and your parents. Your parents have had you, you want to honor them. You may have siblings as well, and you've been tasked to help be a care provider. That wasn't in the deck of cards that you were dealt, but you feel obligated to take care of your parent. Or do you? Recently, my mom, she actually passed away last June, and we were tackling that same thing, having to care for her. And some of us helped, some of us didn't, but my mom's also married to my dad, so we all, I guess, chipped in to help her. Maybe that you feel the same way. Maybe you have a parent that's in your same city or state, and you're tasked with taking care of her or him, doing doctor's visits, taking time off from work, which puts a strain on your finances. If you're not at work, you're losing time out, taking time off for PTO, maybe vacation, or whatever the case may be. Maybe you have young children that you need to have someone take care of for you while you go take your parent to a medical appointment, eye exam, doctor appointment. But you feel torn because you don't know whether you should do it or not. You have your own life. Yes, your parents had you, but should you take care of your parents? Should you feel obligated, or should you have a choice to take care of your parents? Well, it's something you have to decide. I recommend setting a boundary. Sometimes you have to say no. And some people may not like your no, but I strongly agree that I feel that you need to set boundaries. Maybe you set boundaries about how much you can give every month if you're asked to give money. Or maybe set a boundary with your time in terms of you having to take your parent to the doctor or a medical appointment or whatever it may be. Maybe you're going to house sit for your parents or help with helping her or him move around or to do activities, daily things that they need to get done. Maybe they stay at home alone. Whatever the case may be, I recommend setting boundaries because some people may overstep their boundaries. I had a friend who had a parent, his parents were in Florida. He was in North Carolina, but he also was in South Carolina too. So he was further away from his parents than his sisters was. He had a brother also, I think, in California, but he would travel from South Carolina or North Carolina actually down to Florida. And he did it multiple times when I was helping him with his tax business. But the whole point is he felt obligated because his parents basically, in my opinion, felt like he had to take care of them. He didn't have a choice. He had to take care of his mom. And even when she passed away, then they had a funeral. And across seas, it was like an international funeral. I'm sure that was taxing on his family as well as on his finances. How about you? What decision do you need to make when it comes to your finances when it comes to caring for your parents? The second thing that's killing your finances is your children. Maybe you have children and you're married and your children want to go to participate in different sports, dance, recitals, want to go travel, go on vacation every year to the beach or wherever they may want to go, Disney World, and you feel like you want to give them the best, but it's draining your pockets. You give them money for commissions for when they do work, an allowance, a commission. They have a job to do, whether it be doing schoolwork, doing chores, they get paid for doing work, but not enough to support them to go on vacation. They may go and earn income to buy some little gadgets, maybe a Chromebook, but you're paying for the big vacation. You're paying for the dance rehearsal. You're paying for the bowling, gymnastics, basketball, football, sports-related activities, birthday parties, whatever it is, bounce houses, you're coming out in the pockets for that. Is it hurting you financially? Are you not setting boundaries in that area of your life either? Or maybe you want to send your child to college and you feel like you're setting up an ESA, an education savings account, or a 529 plan to put money towards your child's education so they don't have to worry about going into debt, getting student loans. But what if you do that and your child decides not to go to college? Will that money be wasted? Well, those are some things you have to decide on. Do you put money to that ESA or that 529 plan, or do you fund that particular field trip or the college funding? What do you do? Do you fund that vacation or that trip overseas? Do you fund that? I recommend, again, setting a boundary with your finances when it comes to your children. Because some people are so generous, they want to give, but they give so much that they struggle financially. I talked to a brother of mine the other night, and I was telling him that I want to give, but I want to give in the right way. Take care of my household first, and then be able to give to other people. Not be struggling, and then I can't give. If you're struggling, you can't give like you want to give. But if you got your house in order, financial house in order, that is, you feel not obligated, but you have a choice. You have a choice to choose to give or not, and you feel like you want to give, then give. Same thing with your children. Now, if your child has an addiction, alcohol, drug abuse, then you have to really think about, am I helping my child or am I hurting my child? But again, you have to set boundaries when it comes to your finances, when it comes to your children as well. The third thing that's killing your finances is you. That's right, I said you, the person in the mirror, that's right, you. How? How, you ask? Great question. Are you doing a monthly money plan, budget? No, probably not. Are you spending a whole lot of money on games? Are you a gamer? Or are you spending money on those red bottoms, those shoes? Taking trips every year on a cruise to the Bahamas, to Ocho Rios, wherever you're going. But are you planning for those things? Or are you just living willy-nilly for now, not planning for tomorrow, the future? Because you don't want to grow old, work 40, 50 years, and not have anything saved for retirement. Maybe you haven't bought a home yet. Maybe you want to buy one, but you haven't sat down and looked at your finances. You may need to increase your income. May need to stop spending on going out to eat every day. When I worked in a job in South Carolina, there were some people who went out to eat like almost every day, like Monday through Friday. I'm like, bruh, sis, that's like money you could be spending on groceries. But no, they did it. I'm like, every day they went out to eat. I'm like, bruh, not me. And that was before I got married, so I had to, I could do that, but nah, I decided not to. I was smart. I lived within my means, and I wasn't living lavishly. Not saying you shouldn't treat yourself, but are you overspending, splurging to impress people so that you can have a feeling and then you come home, you're struggling? I met with a client, again, years ago. Nice house, 3-story house, I think. Wife stayed home with his children. And he had about 2 or 3 cars in the yard, but they were struggling financially. So don't let the facade of things looking nice and shiny indicate that someone's doing well. Not the case. In fact, research showed about 78% of people struggle financially. Don't let that be you. So set boundaries in your life. For you need to do a money plan or a budget. Stop overspending. And if you need accountability, get a coach who cares about you and going to guide you to help you with your financial goals. Encourage you, implore you to set some boundaries when it comes to your finances with your parents, your children, and even yourself. If this felt like you, subscribe. This channel is about getting you free without giving up your life. I'll see you in the next video.